We have 1 week to list 100 games on eBay. Guys, I'm so pumped about today's video. I've been really excited to do this one. You guys will remember from a couple videos back, we picked up a lot on eBay of 97 Xbox 360 games. Now you'll notice that I was waiting an entire week to release a follow-up video to that lot because I decided that I was going to do something a little bit different for these ones. I wanted to take on the challenge to test my consistency and to test my eBay knowledge and everything that I know about eBay and try to list all these games in 1 week. Now I'm sitting here on Friday, I think January 8th. And my goal is to have all these games listed by next Friday. So you might be thinking that shouldn't be too hard, right? It's only about 20 listings or so a day because I'm going to do it over the 5 business days and then I got to put the video out. So hopefully this will all go well, but I'm sure we'll have some bumps or hiccups along the way that we'll have to deal with. Also, I'll be sharing every day of this challenge very briefly what sold in the store and if we sold any of the stuff that we had just listed. Unfortunately, I already missed today because I already dropped it all off at the post office, but also while I was there, I picked up some more stamps. So we can actually package all those now here and send them all off without having to line up. Anyway, yeah, like I said, 100 games, basically 5 business days to do it. I might do a little bit of listing over the weekend as well, but my goal is to start today, get 20 games up, start strong, and then we got to get the rest of them up by Friday. Let's see how well we do. Yeah, so like I said, I've never shot a video like this over the course of a week, but we've got a lot of games here and I'm wanting to get into some other lots, which means that we got to move this one quickly, and I figured what better way to do it than to do it in the course of a week and document the entire thing. This really won't take too long. I'm kind of exaggerating it. If I really wanted to, and I had 12 hours right now, I could pound this all and get these all listed, but that's not the point. What we want to do here and what we want to accomplish is a steady stream of listings going on to the eBay store, which will ideally promote the other listings I have on the eBay store, telling eBay that we're an active seller, that we're listing things, and ideally we'll bring in a couple more sales rather than trying to force all these up on the website all at once. 20 games though a day is still a lot, so I'm gonna have to be ready for that for sure, but I think I can probably handle it and we can probably get all these done. So without any further ado, let's get into our very first stack. These aren't actually in stacks of 20, but we'll get 20 out here, we'll get them all tested, see how many of them need refurbishing. Let's get day 1 of listings started. Okay guys, so it's currently 5:45 at the time that I'm starting to list all this stuff. Let's see how long it takes. Hopefully I don't get interrupted and we can get a good accurate read here on how long it takes to do the first 20. You know what guys, I think I just had an idea, and this might not be a good one, but what we could potentially do is go through all the games, take out our first 20 and make sure they all have decent looking discs, and then anything that's really scratched we can save and then do all the refurbing on the last day. Maybe that's not such a good idea though, because maybe it's better to have them refurbing as we're going. I don't know. I'm going to see here, but I might try that. Okay guys, so I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I was being a little bit picky for these first 20 games. That's because I'm running a little bit late. As you can tell, it's already getting late into the evening. And I need to get these all done tonight, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. So I went through the first couple stacks there and just picked out the ones that are in like brand new, not brand new condition, but very good condition. The discs all look great, which was surprising. There were no scratches really on any of these discs, so that's awesome. And then I also just picked out ones that didn't have creases in the manual, stickers on the front, things I had to deal with because, again, I'm just trying to list these ones very quickly today. We'll have more time to deal with some of the more tedious ones over the next couple days. So, as you can see, there's a couple in the pile here that didn't make it in, but they're not by any means, in bad condition that we can't sell. We just had to do a little bit of work to them. So for now, we're gonna start with this. This is 20 games. Let me see how long it takes me to test them all and get them listed. Okay guys, so I got the camera ready. I got everything moved over, so we're ready to take some pictures. Went through all 20 games. They all tested and worked, all in great shape. So far, a really good start to the lot. Obviously, again, I skipped out on the ones that look like they need some work, but I'm pretty confident that we're gonna get 90%, 99% of these games that are going to work and we can get listed. So you can see that right off the bat, pretty good significant portion of the lot, basically one whole stack that's going to be gone, and that's only with day 1. So pretty solid there. Also, this is from before, so don't worry about that. Those are actually part of this lot. So yeah, we do have a fair bit left to go, but I mean, that's a pretty good amount right off the bat. Okay guys, so I'm still working down here at getting everything listed, but unfortunately I don't think that I'm going to be able to get it all done tonight. I had a couple calls come through that I had to take, and then I also had to deal with some other just general business stuff, and it put me back quite a while. But you'll see here now, it's Friday and it's 11 o'clock at night. So I'm going to call it here for today, but I'm going to come down and list all of these tomorrow morning, and we'll get the rest of them up. I did manage to get like 5 of them listed, but we'll get the rest finished, and now I'll conclude sort of the first day of listing. But luckily they're all tested, photographed, and I just got to do the listing, so it won't take too long. So I'll see you guys down here tomorrow morning. Okay guys, so it's now the next morning and I just finished up doing all of the eBay listings. Here's a couple of them here. These were the ones without the manuals, and the rest of them are for the most part down there. In total though, we listed 20 games as you guys saw for a total of $117. So not too bad off the bat. But that's going to do it for today and for the weekend, I suppose. So I'll see you guys back on Monday when we're going to start on the next 20 games. By the way, I mentioned I'd be pulling some orders throughout this whole thing. I'm still not sure 100% how I want to do that because I don't want this video to be too long. I might just come at the end and show you guys what sold over the week or what the total was for all those, as well as for the listings. Hopefully I can go through them really quickly, but at the end of the week, I will bring you guys a total of the entirety that we listed and the total amount that they were listed for. Guys, guess what? It's Monday, which means I'm back and we are ready to list some games. Unfortunately, I had a super crazy day. I was shooting the chair review video that came out on my channel a few videos ago, and hopefully it's going well. I know it's not the conventional kind of video and was not really made for you guys, but it was something that I really wished I had when I was searching for my chair, so I made that. So please don't freak out too much. The rest is all reselling content. Anyway, that video literally has taken me like 10 hours, and I started it today. I'm trying to post it today, and I still haven't got it up yet. But nevertheless, I'm down here late again, and we're going to do some listings. Oh yeah, also before I jump into these listings, we actually sold a whole bunch of stuff over the weekend, which is awesome. Not all video game related, although we did sell a couple of the 360 games that we had listed, so that's pretty fun. But I'm going to pull those all tomorrow. I know I should be pulling them on Monday, but we have 2 to 3 day shipping handling time on. We will be okay. Pull them all tomorrow, get them shipped then. But in the meantime, we're going to get these guys listed. So what the heck is going on the table here? Well, I've gone through a lot of the games, and I've made some stacks up. This is a stack that are all in like basically mint condition, ready to be listed right now. We're going to do them. This stack over here, the really big one, is all games that are either not in mint condition or not ready to be listed for whatever reason. That literally could mean anything. So don't think this is a huge stack of non-working games. These are games with stickers on them. These are games with some scratches on them. These are games, I guess some of them are missing manuals, some of them just more than one disc. Some of them do have bad scratches and will need to be refurbished, but for the most part, these are games that are going to be easy to list, but they just need a little bit extra attention. Or you can see some of them have cracked cases, and I just don't feel like, describing them right now. So I'll try to bundle them together based on, a couple without manuals, a couple with some cracked cases, a couple with blah, blah, blah. And we will go through, get them all sorted out, and get them listed in this video. So don't be worried. We will get to them. This pile right here is just things I haven't gone through yet. Not sure what's going on over there. It's just a bunch of Halo games. But I'll go through these ones first tomorrow. Find the ones that we can list right away. If they're all good, then we can pick out a couple here that are maybe less of trouble. I'm going to leave the worst ones till the end so we can always be getting as much listed as possible. Anyway, that's the new plan. I've also just went ahead and purchased. I purchased so many lots, guys. I've been kind of addicted to eBay, and I've gotten a lot of stuff coming in here. Probably spent about $500 to $800 over the last couple days on the weekend picking out some stuff, but some really great stuff coming in, some really exciting stuff that I can't wait to show you guys in some videos, but we'll have to wait for that stuff to come in. That being said, 20 games right here, picked them all out. They're all in pretty good shape. We're going to put them through the Xbox right now, make sure they're all tested and working, take them over here, get some pictures of them, and we'll call it a night. Actually, we'll list them as well. I forgot to mention that. Just a small little detail that we had to list them all on eBay. But then we'll be done for a night. Let you guys know how we do. All right, guys, just went through and tested all of these games, and they all worked again, which is surprising. Actually, not too surprising because we picked out the best ones. But we are 40 for 40 so far, so we're looking good on this lot. Obviously, we still got to get to the stack of kind of intimidating ones, maybe a little bit scary, but these ones, as of right now, are working. All photographed. Let's get these guys listed. All right, guys, so the 20 games are now listed. They're split between these two bins right here. But the 20 games listed for a total of $125. So not bad at all. And yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. All right, guys, day 3 is here. It's Tuesday. We got a couple things to do here, but I'm down here bright and early. Kind of, not really. It's like 11 o'clock right now in the morning, but that's pretty good comparing to the last couple days where we've been here at like 11 at night. So not too bad. So far, I haven't gotten any emails, any sort of fires to put out, anything going on. So as long as that keeps up, we should be able to get a lot of work done down here. With that said, we got a couple things to do today. We got to ship out the items that sold. I think a couple more things sold overnight, so we'll have to check out what sold. But also, we've got to list some of these. We've got to list 20 more games today, of course, to complete our goal of 100 by the end of the week. So I'm going to start off with that, get that out of the way, done, and then we'll go ahead, pull some orders, pack them up, and drop them off at the post office. So let me get started with that. Let's see if we can test them all, see if we can get 20 that are working and not have to refurbish any, and then we'll get them all listed. Okay, guys, seriously, how many times can I cut myself on these stupid, whatever these are, the anti-steal stickers? I know it's not bad, but like I just like ripped it out and literally cut myself again on these things. So yeah, be careful with them. Every single time, I'm telling you, I like either injure myself or cut myself on these things. Although it's not really a big cut, doesn't really matter. Oh, look at my fingernail too. It's all gross from peeling stickers off. Anyway, I've been going through some stuff here basically, and what we've got is our 20 games right here that are ready to go. So I've already tested these ones. These ones are all clean and ready to go. I don't know what's going on here. That's just a Final Fantasy game, so I'm going through these ones. I did actually refurb a couple, and they ended up working after I refurbished them, so that's good to know. Down here, this is a stack. I've just been actually going through all the games. Down here's a stack of games that is all clean and going to work, I think, as well. So we're going to go ahead and list those tomorrow. That was, I'm not sure what that is. This is a game, though, that I tested, or sorry, that I refurbished and it still doesn't work, so that one's probably going to have to just be ditched. Fable 3, the wrong disc is in there. Anyway, loose games over here, and then all the way over here, these are all games that need to be refurbished. So probably about 20, maybe 30 games in this lot that have to be refurbished, which is not great. But still, going on today, this is 60 games, plus those that won't need to be refurbished. So not too bad, but we'll have to see. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish getting all these guys tested, and then we'll list them. And yeah, there we go. All right, guys, so it's wrapped up doing all of the listings. They're all right here, and they are also all up and listed on eBay, so that's pretty sweet. Just check the total, though. The total came out to $118 for all of those listings. Also, in case you're wondering, that's where the remainder of those ones went. So we also have the other ones here still sitting on the ground. I'm going to put these all back up on the shelf, and then we're going to pull some orders for the day now. So there's quite a few orders here that actually have to get pulled. So in order to save time, I'm going to go ahead and pull them all right now, and I'll show you guys what's sold. All right, guys, let's start off with video games here. On the right, I have the pile of games that sold that we have listed so far in the last, few days. And on the left here, these are all the other games that sold in the store that may have been, boosted slightly because we were listing so many 360 games, or may have just sold because they were going to sell anyway. But here we go. We've got Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. We have 90 Great Games Party Pack for the Wii. We've got Grand Theft Auto 4 for the PlayStation 3. We have Need for Speed Undercover for the Xbox 360. And then on the right, these are the ones we just listed. I may have taken offers on some of them. I can't remember. But anyway, Project Gotham Racing 3. We have Medal of Honor Warfighter Limited Edition. And we have Deca Sports Freedom. So that's a look at all of the games that we sold, that we've listed. So that's pretty sweet. 3 of them gone already. We got a lot more to sell, but that's a good start. All right, guys, just pulled these items. These are non-video game related sales that we made. Some pretty good ones, to be honest. I'm happy with what sold here. This is one of the desktop phones I had left over from the 30-day challenge, I believe, like months and months ago. Finally sold. I think we got I'm not even gonna say, I don't know, but it's on the screen. But we got that for it. Moving on here, we've got an RD2, I believe is what's called, a Nikon camera. This one I listed as not working or as is because I didn't want to test it or didn't know how. But still, we got like 35 bucks on it, I believe, which is pretty awesome for a non-working camera. So keep your eye out for that one. I've seen it a couple times, actually, since I bought this one and thought about picking up another one, but didn't. Turns out maybe that would have been a good buy. Anyway, next up here, you'll remember this item from the 60-day challenge, which I never did a follow-up video on because it really did end up flopping. I think we had only sold 1 or 2 items from that challenge, which wasn't great. But nevertheless, the things are still listed and they still might sell. I'm not sure there's a rattle in it. I hope that was described. Anyway, we've got a TIAC remote here, which sold for like some decent money, I believe, maybe 20 bucks. Last here, this was actually a throw-in on a item that I purchased. I purchased a Bell Fiber remote, I believe, or maybe it was 2 Bell Fiber remotes that were taped to this thing for $5 or something like that. And this just kind of came along with it. And I didn't really even expect this to sell. I just figured I'd redonate it. But hey, it sold for 20 bucks. That's pretty solid as a throw-in item. We got some good money on it, and that will be going out today. So yeah, I mean, not too bad overall. A couple sales going out. Again, we're still trying to obviously increase this. This stuff has really slowed since the stores, or since Value Villages have all been shut down. It's looking like they're going to be shut down for a little while longer now. So I'm expecting these sales to still slow down or remain about the same. But the video game sales, I still want to see pick up quite a bit. So we're going to keep working here, obviously. I guess I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow now for the next batch of listings to do. But hopefully we can keep listing. Again, I've got more lots coming in. We can grow this video game store so we can start getting even more sales. Well, guys, you guessed it. It's next day now in the challenge, and we are going to get ready here to do a whole bunch more listings. You guys will remember here that I made these 2 piles up yesterday. These are all things that have to be refurbished. These are things that are in good enough shape now to list. These are all going to be listed as loose games, I believe, in here. And these 2, I can't remember what those were. But anyway, we've got a good pile to work with. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through and test all of these. And as I'm testing them, I'm going to have games being refurbished in the background so we can get all these guys working, get 20 up today, and that'll be all good. That means that for tomorrow, we're actually only going to have about 17 games to list. I called it 100 games in a week, but really it's actually 97 because this wasn't a full 100 games. I suppose we could add a few, potentially, maybe not. We'll probably just stick with these. But anyway, we got 97 games here to do, so we'll have a little bit less to do tomorrow, but we'll go ahead and get our 20 done for today. Really quickly, though, before we get into listing the games, we did make 1 sale overnight. This is Halo 3 ODST. I believe this is one of the ones we listed yesterday. My memory is not great. I can't remember what we did yesterday, but I believe This was one of the bins, V23, that we did yesterday. You guys probably know better than I do because you guys just saw it a second ago. But there we go. So I'll go and get this one ready to be packed. And there we go, guys. With that sale taken care of, we're going to go ahead and get all these games tested, get these guys refurbished, and get our 20 games up listed here for, what is it, the 4th or 5th day that we've been at this? I can't even remember. But there we go. Let's get this done. All right, guys, so here's what the table is looking like now. Not sure why all this stuff is still here. I should move it out of the way because it keeps driving me nuts. But it's just a bunch of stuff that has to be bundled up in lots, I believe. Anyway, we got all the things tested and gone through for today. We've got, on the right, I believe, is games with the manual. On the left is games without. Quite a few of them had to be refurbished. As you saw at the beginning, we didn't have that many that were in good condition. We did have a couple games that didn't make it through, though. This is the pile right here. First of all, the Mortal Kombat one was from yesterday. The Godfather 2 is not working after multiple attempts. Legend of the Guardian is actually working, but it has a huge ring on the disc. Not sure if I want to list that or not. I might actually put that to the side and just list it with that described because it is working. And then Grid is not. So we've got 3 games here that are not working. This one I did use a sandpaper on, which might suggest that I need to just send it through one more time. Not sure how much time I want to spend on that, but that is a potential for the future. Anyway, we'll check on that tomorrow, but this will just be our little tiny stack for tomorrow. Loose games over here, complete games over here. These still have to be refurbished. These ones just have to be listed, I believe. There might be a couple that need refurbished, but that's not going to take us any time. So tomorrow should be fairly quick in terms of listing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, get all these photographed, get them all listed on eBay, and I will tell you guys what the total is for day 4 or 5. I think this is day 4. Well, guys, just getting the light and the camera set up for some pictures here, and then I heard a couple cha-chings go off. Let's see. I think we made a couple. Yeah, we made a couple eBay sales here. Payment received. So items sold. We got MW3 that sold. That's one of the ones I believe that we listed yesterday, as well as Fallout New Vegas. Those are 2 more sales that are all related to the games we've listed this week. Let's go ahead and pull those. All right, so there's those 2 games that just sold, Fallout New Vegas, as well as this Call of Duty MW3 game that was just in this replacement case here. So yeah, not too bad at all. Made a little bit of money there. Let's go ahead and get these guys ready to be packed. Oh guys, check this out. I'm just busy doing my eBay listings when I got a notification that there was a new video from Commonlad. No, seriously, this was scheduled to go up and it just came out, so I'm very excited about that. But this is a video breaking down exactly how much I make on these video games that I'm selling, especially this lot, talking about all sorts of different lots. So definitely something that you should check out if you haven't already watched it before this one, because it is super valuable in terms of this. I was going to put it all into this video, but then I figured I'm going to make it its own video. So if you guys are interested more on the numbers side of what we're doing here this week, I would recommend checking out this video that just dropped. Obviously, after you watch this video. But no, seriously, yeah, hopefully that gives you guys a little more insight into what we're doing here and why we're doing it and how much we're making doing this. And yeah, so if you haven't already watched it, check it out. It's out right now. I've got that many more to go, though, so not too bad. We've already listed everything that's in here, so not bad at all. Minus the PS3 stuff, of course, but there we go. All right, guys, so here's a look at everything that we managed to get listed today. They're in these 2 bins right here, and it was a total of 20 items for $117. So not too bad at all. Pretty good, actually. And yeah, just another solid day of listing here. We're actually at 400 active listings now on the video game page, so not too bad at all. Obviously, we're still trying to grow that up to that kind of 1,000 mark, I think, by the end of this year at least, if not more. So we'll see how that goes. But for right now, we're doing pretty well. Again, 100 listings a week, we should be at 1,000 in, a couple months. So, not too bad if we keep it up like this, but there we go. Pretty good day. I'm going to end it there and get those other items packed up and shipped out. Okay, guys, welcome back for the last day of repairing all these Xbox discs and getting them all listed. We've got the JFJ over here going, but more importantly, I've got a whole mess of things going on here. First of all, oh, finally that ended. Sorry for yelling. But we got a pile over here of games that are not working. This is 5 games right here. A lot of them had rings on them, which were pretty bad. I tried to refurbish each one of them, and they didn't work. So that's really unfortunate. But you guys saw the massive pile of games that had problems or needed refurbishing. The JFJ has been doing its job and killing it. Obviously, it's not going to be able to refurb everything, but it's doing pretty well so far. A couple things I'm having issues with. I've got a Halo 3 disc right here that is just telling me that I need to put it into an Xbox 360 console whenever I plug it into the Xbox. So I'm not sure what that's about or what we can do about that, but I might have to just write that one off. Legends of the Guardians, this game I mentioned last time was very scratched. I didn't feel comfortable selling it, but it works. I'm going to give it one more test, play through it a little bit, and see if it will still kind of work. I don't know. It's probably not even worth my time to do that, but I'm just going to check and see because I want to try to get as many of these listed as possible that we can. I should mention, I have a higher buy price on these items. I'm about $3 in, and, right there, 5 games times 3, that's $15 right there already that I'm going to be losing, which isn't too bad. Maybe we can get 50 cents back on them in a bundle sale for the cases and whatever. These are loose games that were tested and worked. I pulled them all out of the loose cases just so we could sell them easier and ship them easier. Down below here's a loose game with a manual. Over there are 2 copies of Halo 3 that I have tested now, refurbished, tested, and worked. So there we go. So these 2 are sort of like, you know, working, but I've got a game in there right now. I thought I had a game in there right now. I don't have a game in there right now. Anyway, so I'm also over here working on Halo Reach. 2 copies of it. I think this copy is going to be a write-off. It's pretty poorly scratched all down here. If you can see that. Yeah, it's got some very deep scratches along the edge there. I could try to put it through the coarse pad over here, or, you know, the soft pad or whatever, but I find that when I use these most of the time, they don't work. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Again, the white stuff, the white compound does magic. Like, I just put it on the white thing there, and it works well. But when I get a game with a super heavy ring, and I just use the white stuff, it tends to work, but just, you know, aesthetically is not pleasing. If I try to send it through these, I'd say 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work. So, not sure what the deal is. Maybe I'm not using these correctly. I try to only use them for 5 seconds, half of what it is here. I just turn it off halfway through, which is what I was instructed to do by some other resellers. And I've tried the 10 seconds. I've tried to use the blue compound on them. Doesn't seem to do anything. So anyway, not a big deal. Again, we're only 5 games out here, and we're looking pretty good. Well, that's not great, guys. I was going to try to get one of these copies of Halo Reach to work. I've got one more in the JFJ right now, but it's looking like they both might be total write-offs. Also, over here, this is the other game I was talking about, the Legends of the Guardians game. You can see just how badly it's scratched. If you can kind of see the angle there. Big, huge ring scratch going around the entire thing, and then that scratch right there, I just don't feel comfortable selling it, even if it's working. I think we're just going to have to write this one off. All right, guys. Well, there's the write-off pile for today, and actually for the entirety of the lot, not just for today. So this is the entirety of the lot, what didn't work. Unfortunately, a couple copies of Reach, probably $7 game there. Halo 3, you know, we lose $5. I have no idea how much this one is worth here. I think Dragon Age is like a $7 game. Forza is like a $5 game. Grid, I'm not sure. Grandfather 2 was like a $12 one, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I think Mortal Kombat was closer to 10. Definitely lost some money there. At $3 a pop, this is, I think, 9 in total. Yeah, 9, so what's that, like $27? Yeah, so not too bad, but we're going to have to, you know, take that as a loss. So I will be adding these to the box of shame, essentially, the box where we put everything that doesn't work. And then eventually we're just going to light it up. Maybe somebody will buy it for the cases. Maybe somebody will buy it to try to refurbish them with a better machine. I'm not sure. But I'll put them on a super cheap auction one day when we have maybe, you know, I don't know how many we're going to try to save up of these. Maybe 100. I don't know. That sounds a little, like a lot. It's going to take a while to get there. But maybe, like, you know, 50 games, whatever. We'll lot them up. Also, I know what some of you guys might be saying in the comments is if you just kept trying. I've tried them all basically twice before I scrap them here. I don't want to waste too much compound on them. I'm sure if I ran them all through one more time, maybe I could get one more working, but it's just not going to be worth my time or the money. So they're going to go here. They're going to get auctioned off, and so be it. So yeah, guys, there you have it. You know, you don't always make money on every single game in the lot, and that's totally fine. We're going to hopefully be able to get a little bit of our money back, but overall on the rest of the lot, we'll make some good money. So it's not like we lost out too bad there. I've had lots where it's been worse, so that's not bad at all. And account for, you know, usually 5 to 10% of the games to maybe not be readable or, again, not work. I think that's a pretty fair estimate there. Also, though, we do have, I think, a remaining, if that's 9 games, we have another 8 games then to list today. So we'll get those all listed. I'm still keeping the video at 100 listings because we had to deal with all that nonsense. But anyway, we have all these games listed. So I'm going to go ahead and do those right now. We also have a couple sales that came through last night. They've already been shipped out. So I can't record them for you here because I was kind of rushing to do some shipping this morning. But it was, I believe, a Saints Row game for the Xbox 360, as well as we sold a pair of Turtle Beach headphones. So there we go. Nothing too crazy there, but just thought I would bring that up. So here's what we got for today. We got these 2 Halo 3 ODST things. Should be about $7-8 there. A couple loose games here that we're going to go ahead and list. I think there's 5 of them and then 1 in the case. Not too bad at all. Should be able to do this in under, I don't know, at this point now, probably under 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and get these all photographed and listed. All right, guys, just wrapped up the last listings of the 100 game lot. It came up to $42 for 8 listings. Nothing too special there, but we got it all done. Aside from everything that's on my table right now, we're basically back to the same that we started with at the beginning of the week. Just these 2 random piles of games that still have to be sorted out. So now is finally the point in the video where I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys the total that we listed all those games for. And I actually have no idea what it is right now, so I'll have to do some math when I'm editing. Throw it up on the screen right here for you guys, though. And there you go. That is the total of all the games that we listed, the quantity and the price. So there you go. And with that, guys, this challenge has come to an end. 100 listings in 1 week. That 100 game lot is out of here. Well, it's not out of here. It's just moved into those bins. But hopefully we'll be out of here in the next maybe 6 months. We should clear most of it out, I'm kind of guessing. You guys can kind of follow along the channel. If you're not subscribed and this was your first video here, you can subscribe. I'll be posting lots of update videos and different sorts of videos along the way as we start to sell these things. But with that all done, that's exciting, but I also have some other exciting news for the YouTube channel here. It kind of sucks for you guys, but it's also going to be really awesome for you guys. I finally just today got the notification that I hit my 4,000 hours required to be monetized on YouTube. So I've set everything up now and the channel is waiting to get approved for monetization. Now I know it sucks for you guys because you guys all have to start watching ads on this channel and I apologize for that. I know how much that sucks, but at the same time, the money that this brings in, although it will be very little here most likely at the start, if we can continue to grow the channel, the money that it brings in will all be used to make these videos even better, to grow different businesses on the channel. I'll make sure to document it all. So the money essentially that you guys are paying through these ads is going right back into the content, right back into the channel. So hopefully at least that kind of justifies it a bit and you guys can find some value in that as well. I'll also, when the time becomes appropriate, probably make a video talking about how much I make along the journey with YouTube, ads, and that'll be another interesting hustle that we can look at in case you were interested in starting your own channel. So I think there's lots of great things to come out of it. Hopefully you guys can sort of see the value in that. And so yeah, that will be coming up here as long as I get approved in the next few days. Since we're on the topic of news as well, I also sort of hinted throughout this video that I had purchased some more lots. That is the case. I think I have 4 at least coming in now. Fairly large ones, I think everywhere from 50 to over 100 games, and also some special ones that aren't video game related. So I can't, well, okay, they're video game related, but they're not video games. You guys will have to see, but I've got a bunch of lots coming in. You guys will have to just wait. There's gonna be some great videos though. As well as I've got some really exciting videos planned for next week. So hopefully you guys will think about subscribing to the channel so you don't miss those. Anyway, I'll wrap this long outro and long probably video out here. Again, if you guys enjoyed it or found some value in it, be sure to let me know down below in the comments and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will see you guys all in the next video.